All right, folks. Welcome back to the 57th Annual Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival in the Storm. Welcome back, folks, and thank you for being with us here all day today at the Peace Plaza main stage, the George Yamasaki Jr. Cultural Stage. We're so happy to be bringing Japanese and Japanese American culture to you all throughout the day and for the next 4 days. Yeah, well, this weekend and next weekend. And folks, I wanted to let you know that tomorrow, if you're around, you should definitely come back and visit us right here at the main stage again for some amazing performances, some more taiko, some more dancing, some more performance, some more singing, some more music. And also tomorrow at 2:30, we'll have a special visit from the Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Queen Court that was newly selected last week at the Cowl Theater. They'll be coming to join us on stage, and you'll get a chance to meet this year's 2024 Cherry Blossom Festival Queen and her court. So come visit us tomorrow, and definitely come visit us next week for more entertainment, more culture, more food, and of course for our grand parade on Sunday afternoon. Folks, we're so happy for you to be here. We want to thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for coming to Japantown. As you can see, and as Supervisor Dean Pressman said earlier, Japantown has gone through a bit of a resurgence, and we're so happy to be experiencing it, and it's really thanks to you all for being here and for coming to Japantown over and over again. You may have noticed that the East Mall and the West Mall have over a dozen new businesses that have popped up in the last year or 2 years alone. It is really a beautiful, beautiful sort of renaissance for Japantown after the pandemic, the struggles of the pandemic. So we want to thank you for being here, and we want to encourage you to come back. Come back often, and come back and visit us here. So, not just at the Cherry Blossom Festival, but just throughout the year. Come on back. All right, folks, our last performance of the day is a very, very special group that I'm very honored to introduce to you today. This is a local group called GenRyu Arts. They were founded as Gen Taiko in 1995, and since then, their mission has been to promote, present, and participate in the Japanese diaspora through taiko and through other traditional and contemporary music and dance forms. Deeply rooted in Japantown and in the Asian American community, GenRyu Arts engages in art making that merges Japanese cultural forms, taiko, dance, and folk songs with new music, spoken word, and visual design into singular expressions that honor community heritage and address key issues stemming from the legacy of internment and redevelopment. Folks, please put your hands together for GenRyu Arts and their founder and director, Melody Takata.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's always a pleasure to be here in Peace Plaza, and I would like to especially thank Ryan for the wonderful introduction. He has such a great voice. I wish my voice was as good as yours. But I do want to say that was Taiko 1. As you see here, they're just finding their way off stage. And we had 2 students in the front. They're our senior group. They are high school students, and one of them is graduating this year, so the other one I may have for one more year, I hope. So the thing about having an older student, they're called senpai, and the younger student is called kohai. And the senpai's responsibility is to help the kohai. So they have to show them how to play. They are there to support the younger kids, and they also are trained over the years. So they've been training since they were about 4 and a half, 5 years old, and now they're almost 18. So in some ways, they are at professional level. I studied in Tokyo, Japan with Oedo Skeroku Taiko, and a couple of their specialties is one of them what we're going to do at the very end, so don't leave. Skeroku Taiko is one of their specialties, and also playing on the Skeroku stand, which is a sideways stance. So right now we're playing flat style, straight up and down. And so now I'm going to bring on our adult class. So we've been having free classes at the Japan Center East Mall. You can find us at Studio Gen. And thanks to our collaboration with the Japan Center malls and merchants, we're able to bring that to everyone because we wanted to honor San Francisco Japantown's culture by allowing people to come back and participate in that culture. So we've been teaching taiko drumming, shamisen, which is a 3-string instrument, looks like a banjo, and also odori, which is dancing. And lots of times what we do is teach the minyo, because it's a little bit more simple, and plus you can always practice it at your nearest Buddhist temple in the summertime when they have obon. Obon is the official celebration where they believe your ancestors come back, and for 3 days you celebrate them, you talk story about them, and you sit down and eat a lot of good food. And then you go and dance. And so I like to think about dancing bonodori at the Buddhist temple with the chochin. The chochin are lanterns, and when they're lit, and the breeze kind of swings them back and forth, and I kind of reminisce about my parents who have passed on, that they're there celebrating with me, my great-grandparents all the way back in Hawaii, and then even further back in Japan, that we're all gathering to be together, to share a little time, and then send them back off. So if you've seen the lanterns that you put in the water, that would actually be the end of Obon, where you place their name, their Buddhist name for the other world, you light it, you put it in the water, and you let them go back. So it's supposed to help lead them back to the other world. Okay, so we're going to bring on our adult taiko. So some of them have just started like a half a year ago, and some of them have been doing it for a couple of years, and some are returning, and some, we're kind of all over the place. So I am so happy that they have joined us to do this. And also, just for all of you to remember too, that Japantown has been here for 118 years. 118 years. So since the earthquake. And also honoring that the fact that those people who helped create Japantown was a big task to bring in the bank, to bring all these different means of creating a community that can function during the times of segregation and anti-Asian. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much. So, in the middle of that piece, we had a little bit of improvisation that they had to pick up on. And it's not an easy thing to do, because you never know when I'm going to play. So they did a wonderful job. Another round of applause for them. Woo! Yeah. So if you've ever been interested in taking Taiko or learning dance, or wanted to play, or if you have a shamisen, or your great-grandmother or somebody has a shamisen, bring it on over to Studio Gen. We're in Japan Center East Mall, second floor, near the Go Club. If you've been a long-time Japantown person, you would know Takata Restaurant. We're in there. So thanks again to the Japan Center East and West Malls and the merchants. And we're going to bring on our senior team and we're going to play a last few pieces. Some very classic pieces in Kumidaiko. That's the style that you're watching right now, Kumidaiko.
The piece we just played was called Motone. It was taught to us by our sister Taiko group from Chicago called Tsukasa Taiko. And like every summer, they come over to San Francisco and we learn a couple pieces with them. And vice versa, we go over to Chicago and we learn some of their songs.
one of the things that we try to do or instill is to have the older kids talk about the songs, to introduce them, but also to get used to public speaking. Because as Asian Americans, we have a tendency to be very timid or on the quiet side. And it's very important that in order for us to protect who we are, in a sense, or our culture in America, is to be able to have the means of public speaking. So even though none of them want to do that, as you heard right now, it is something that I feel that is very necessary. As someone who's an introvert, I only started speaking because I felt the need to speak, not because I'm an extrovert. I am not. Okay, so we're going to do for you Skeroku Matsuri, which is from Tokyo, Japan.
Folks, one more time for GenRyu Arts, everybody. Thank you so much, Melody Takata, for your amazing performance. Thank you so much, GenRyu Arts. Folks, did you all have a good time in the rain today? Let me hear you say yeah. All right. Well, folks, that is the end of our program. We're coming back here tomorrow at noon for more of the same and better weather, I promise. Folks, go home, get dry, get warm. Thank you so much for coming to the 57th Annual Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival. We'll see you tomorrow. Woo!